A family noticed a persistent earthy odor lingering in their living room and bedrooms. The smell appeared specifically whenever their air conditioning system kicked on. Over the course of several months, the odor grew stronger, and the homeowners began experiencing unexplained allergy-like irritation and respiratory discomfort while indoors. A thorough visual check of the property revealed absolutely no signs of water damage. The walls, ceilings, and floors were perfectly dry and free of visible mold. When a biological threat is entirely concealed behind drywall and metal, physical symptoms and musty odors serve as the only alarm bells for a systemic failure. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems are engineered to seamlessly regulate indoor comfort, silently connecting every single room in a house through a network of ducts. Acting as the home's mechanical lungs, a localized problem within the central unit effortlessly distributes airborne spores throughout the entire property. Recognizing this danger, the family hired Home Enviro to investigate the internal equipment. An HVAC problem is never localized. A vulnerability in the central unit automatically compromises the living environment of the entire home. The investigator begins with a comprehensive visual assessment, checking the outer supply registers and return grills before moving inward to the central machinery. Air from the home is pulled back inside the system through a lower compartment known as the return plenum. This warm air is forced over the densely packed, freezing metallic ridges of the evaporator coil to strip away the heat. The newly cooled air then gathers in the supply plenum at the top of the unit, where high-pressure fans push it outward through the ductwork and back into the living spaces. Understanding this high-velocity route is absolutely essential. Any biological contamination sitting along this path will weaponize the airflow, pushing microscopic particulates across the entire house. The investigation then shifts focus from tracking airflow to tracking water. Fungi cannot germinate or grow without a steady moisture source. The dramatic temperature drop at the evaporator coil naturally pulls humidity out of the air, creating a continuous cycle of condensation along the metal fins. Investigators map out these internal water accumulations using precision moisture meters and thermal imaging technology to locate where the resulting runoff is hiding inside the dark cabinet. The system relies on mechanical failsafes, specifically a drain pan and a condensate drain line, to funnel this water away. When accumulated dust or organic debris clogs these lines, the water backs up. Because the cooling process is designed to continuously create water, a single drainage failure quickly transforms the unit into a highly engineered, high-humidity ecosystem for mold. The physical hunt concludes when the investigator unseals the access panels and opens the central air handler cabinet. Heavy, visible microbial growth is found thriving directly on the moisture-damaged porous insulation, right next to the evaporator coil. Cascading humidity and pooling water from the blocked drain have allowed active colonies to sprint downward, establishing themselves inside the return air plenum. The investigator proceeds with environmental sampling, using sterile surface swabs to collect direct biological evidence from the contaminated insulation. These swabs, combined with indoor air quality captures, are shipped to an accredited laboratory to verify the exact fungal types and their precise airborne spore concentrations. Visual confirmation is never enough to dictate a proper response. Empirical, scientific proof from a lab is strictly required to outline the precise scope of the necessary remediation. The laboratory results definitively confirmed elevated fungal activity directly linked to the moisture-impacted HVAC components. Simply wiping away the visible spots with household cleaners is entirely insufficient for an HVAC contamination event, as the roots easily penetrate porous materials. True remediation requires the careful removal and total replacement of all compromised fiberglass insulation, followed by a professional, specialized scrubbing of both plenums. With the biological material removed, the mechanical corrections take priority, clearing the condensate drainage deficiencies and implementing broad humidity controls to eliminate the root cause of the water buildup. A successful resolution requires a dual approach. You must address the biological consequence of the spores, while permanently neutralizing the mechanical failure that supplied the moisture. Following the comprehensive remediation, the musty odor was permanently eliminated, and the family's physical symptoms quickly faded as their indoor air quality was restored. early identification of moisture anomalies, and regular professional HVAC inspections are the only reliable defenses against hidden reservoirs. Maintaining the mechanical lungs of the building ensures the health and safety of everyone breathing the air inside it. Home Enviro provides independent mold inspections, precise moisture mapping, and professional air quality testing to locate these exact issues. Peace of mind doesn't come from ignoring the invisible. It comes from uncovering hidden threats with professional precision before they have a chance to spread.